Hey there, welcome to Rave Culture Cast, your weekly guide to the EDM community, music festivals, and more, hosted by me, Emma Capotis. Each week, I'll be covering everything from dance music culture, industry news, trending topics, and festival tips, advice, and reviews. You can also expect to hear stories from ravers, artists, business owners, and more. Tune in every Wednesday for your weekly dose of peace, love, unity, and respect. Hey guys, welcome to Rave Culture Cast, your weekly guide to the EDM community, music festivals, and more. I'm your host, Emma Capotis. Happy Wednesday, fam. Welcome to the new podcast setup. First and foremost, I'm so pumped about this. I'm figuring things out. I'm trying to figure out new microphone, new backdrop, all that stuff, but we've got these cute disco balls here, which I'm very, very pumped about. So, and my new little chair. We're very comfy. I'm very excited about it. But if you can already tell by today's title, then you know how pumped I am for this episode. I have been trying to get these ladies on the podcast now for a while. They're one of my favorite artists, and so this was such a pleasure, and it was such an amazing conversation, but we will dive into that in just a second. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is that EDC is in literally 2 days. Like, can you guys freaking believe it? I am beyond excited just to say that, like, right off the bat, like, literally beyond excited. As you know, this is a huge year for me. I'm co-hosting the Insomniac Radio live stream, the official EDC live stream. So I've been recording some bits beforehand, which has been really fucking cool. You guys will hear my voice on the live stream, and I have interviews like all 3 days lined up with I'm speechless. Literally some of the biggest artists in the world. So some of my favorite artists. It's going to be unreal. You guys are going to die. So anyway, I get to enjoy the festival too, which is really cool. So I'm going to be running around. If you guys want to see any information on the map and the set times, I do have a video out on my channel now, on my personal YouTube channel, so you guys know my plans and all that good stuff. And then really quickly, the couple announcements I want to make about EDC before we dive in here. I am hosting a meetup inside Camp EDC. It's going to be Thursday night at 7 p.m. behind the Camp EDC Globe Fountain. So just come meet there Thursday night at 7 p.m. before the pre-party. And then right after that, I'm helping the Beatbox and Lunchbox meetup, which is at 8:30 p.m., and that's in front of the roller disco. So I'm doing essentially 2 meetups on Thursday night. I'm sorry I can't do any inside the festival this year. I'm fully focusing on work and just work, and just going to enjoy this experience. So that's everything you guys need to know. Before we dive in here, I wanted to share a quick message from a friend of the podcast who is Lunatics. Some of you guys might know, like, basically all of my glitter, face gems, body gems, hair extensions are all from Lunatics. They're a small business in this space. I absolutely love working with them. I've been an ambassador for them for a couple years now, and really incredible. So if you guys want really beautiful, like, custom face gems, like I said, they have these beautiful butterfly body gems that I love, pasties, and again, any of like the hair extensions I've been using lately that have different colors and tinsel strands in them, which are gorgeous, are Lunatics. So I wanted to shout them out. You can shop them with the link down below, and my discount code is EMMAK if you guys want to save 10% off on your orders. So that's everything off the top here. Our listener of the week, I wanted to shout out a longtime supporter of the podcast, Alex Onda, who goes by @alex.matthew.onda on Instagram. Alex is an incredible member of this community, and I've had the chance to meet him at a couple events so far. He's a Lunchbox fam member. He's a content creator now as well. And it's just been really nice getting to know him. He's a really genuine person, and I just think that he deserves a shout out today. So Alex, you are my listener of the week. I hope you have an awesome day today. It's been nice getting to know you, and I hope to see you at a festival soon. So if you guys want to nominate your own listener of the week, so you can email me at raveculturecast@gmail.com. That's raveculturecast@gmail.com. Or we have a listener of the week channel in our Discord group. So you can also like drop any recommendations there as well. If you want to shout somebody out, I'm more than happy to read that on the podcast. So with all that being said, you guys, let me just set the scene here and introduce today's guest. Okay, so today I want to introduce my guest to you guys. Like I said, this is a huge deal for me. We have Gem Tauri on the podcast. I absolutely love them. I discovered them, I believe it was in 2019, obviously through Seven Lions. He's my favorite artist, but Emma is Jeff's wife and Courtney is their girlfriend. And you guys are going to hear their story today about how they evolved from a personal relationship to working together and making music together. But it's a really cool story. And it was just really nice chatting with them about how they've embraced, going through quarantine where they did all of these live streams and like really got to know their fans and build a loyal fan base to like coming out of that. And now they're releasing a ton of new music. They're on the Ophelia Records label. They have EDC coming up this weekend and they're playing the opening time slot at Kinetic Field, which is fucking nuts. So they're doing really, really big things, and I actually had them as my artist to watch. I think it was in 2021. Love their music. Really cool direction they're going in. I just saw them for the first time at Project Glow last month, and it was such a fun set. So like I said, I'm a big fan. I think they're awesome human beings. So the fact that they got to come on the podcast and I got to meet them and chat with them was amazing. So I want you guys to hear their stories, learn a little bit about them, and please go show them some love and support. All their information will be linked down below. Stream their music, show up to their EDC set. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be hanging out there, so I hope to see you guys there. But with all that being said, please join me in welcoming Gem and Tauri to the podcast. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am joined by two very special ladies in the dance music industry who have built a very loyal following, from doing crazy live streams during quarantine to amazing releases on Ophelia Records, to huge performances on some of the biggest stages in the US. Not only are they extremely talented, but they're also very good human beings as well. So I can't wait to share their music and their stories with you today. So please join me in welcoming Gem and Tauri to the podcast. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having us. My voice is a little scratchy because I'm sick today, but I'm here. And thank you so much, because I've been watching your community grow for such a long time, and I love what you've done.
Thank you.
I really admire how you really bring everybody together. The community is super cool. So I appreciate you giving us the time to talk with you.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. There weren't too many, I mean, I don't know, like too many like female YouTubers or podcasters like in this space. And I was like, somebody needs to step up and like be that person. So it feels cool to do that. And it's even like better just to like, I didn't do interviews in the beginning, but now I prefer it because I like having people on to like share their stories too, and your knowledge with other people as well. Especially, I'm sure there are going to be people listening who want to be in your position one day as well. So we'll dive into some tips and advice. But do you lose your voice often? Because I can imagine with your schedule, you guys must like always be have like party girl voice.
The funny thing is, I haven't lost my voice in years.
Okay.
Except for when I was going to do this interview with you, and then it went away that day, and we've rescheduled 3 times, and I finally was like, I just need to do this.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will understand.
Oh, 100%.
Scratchy, but I'm here.
Yeah. It's all good. No, as long as you're feeling good. I call it party girl voice on the podcast because every time I come back from a festival and I do my review, I usually record it right after. And it's just like, I go back and listen and I don't sound like the same person. So
honestly,
it happens.
At Project Glow, I finally had a day to like go attend the festival and just enjoy myself. And I think it was probably that day because I was screaming, having so much fun with everybody, screaming all the songs, running around. And I don't do that very much because it's very much like a quick schedule for us, like an in and out sort of thing. So I don't know. I guess my little voice wasn't used to the raving like I used to.
Yeah. The house stage did you in?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so loud over there too. But no, can we talk about Project Glow a little bit? What did you guys think of that whole weekend? Like that was my first time seeing you. And I think I said to you, like, I thought when I first started listening to you, it was a little bit like melodic kind of house, but you guys threw down. I was on Spotify looking up IDs after that set. So how was that experience?
I wasn't really sure what to think about it either, because it was the first year festival, and those are always a little bit, they make me nervous a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got a guest
on. Aww.
But I really enjoyed it. I thought the lineup was done really well. I love
puppy.
I love that there was only 2 stages, because I feel like that makes things really easy. And I really liked watching everybody play, from like us to Jeff. And it's always really good to see the Cruella girls. We go way back with them, with Jeff doing his first bus tour with them, and it was super fun. I really liked it. I thought the crowd response to our set was amazing. I really wasn't expecting that, and I got to see a lot of like familiar faces in the crowd that I don't ever see on the West Coast. So it was
That's
cool.
awesome. We were raving in the rain in our ponchos too.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, if you were there, you know it was pouring down rain when we started. So I was actually really nervous sitting in the green room before we went on stage. I was like, oh my God, nobody's gonna come. It's like pouring down rain right now. And when I got up on stage and saw that there was actually people there, like, wow, guys, thanks for coming, because
They
it
love
was a bit
you.
uncomfortable for the beginning.
Never underestimate the festival goers, Will.
I know. It was pretty cool.
This is very true. We thought the same thing too, though, because we left early and we were like, we don't care. We got the ponchos ready to go. And we went over to the house stage first. And there was like literally people dancing in sync, doing like a conga line through the crowd, like everything. And that made me like set the tone for the day, because I was like, people just want to have fun and they don't care and they make the most of it in this community. And I was like, that just put me, because you're like cold and wet. And then I saw that and I was like, nope, it's going to be a great day. Like, we're going to make the most of it. Oh, that's so fun.
It wasn't too cold. Like,
no.
It was a spring rain for sure. So I wasn't like too uncomfortable, but I was definitely questioning my outfit choice. But
Same. Being out there in a skirt in the rain, like, woo.
Oh my God. No, it was so good. And now, like right when this episode comes out, we're gearing up for EDC. This is like the big weekend, especially on my podcast. Like, this is my Super Bowl for the whole year. So we're ready to go. But you guys are going to be playing on Friday. So what's the prep like and how are you guys feeling right now?
Right now,
nervous.
Yeah.
It's really big for us, obviously. I mean, last year we were on an art car. Granted, it was a big, like, nice art car, but still, like, I remember we were talking to our booking agent. Like, we really want to play EDC this year. I don't know if we could get on a bigger stage, but it'd be cool to make it happen. We were kind of looking at Sonic Bloom. And they sent us the offer, and they're like, so we couldn't get you on Sonic Bloom, but we got you on main stage. And like, I remember just sitting back and staring at my computer for like 5 minutes. I was like, what?
Right.
How did this happen? You know?
That'll have to do. But, I guess we'll do that.
I think I'm going to have to confirm that one.
Yeah.
Our agent was like, sorry, couldn't get you, but, and I was like, what do you mean, sorry?
That is so wild. That's so cool. I mean, I can't wait to see the design. Like, at this point, we don't know like what anything's going to look like yet, but that's like one of my favorite parts is like walking into EDC and seeing what they did with the main stage design.
The reveal of the main stage and us being able to be the first ones to play on it for the weekend.
For the whole weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. And daytime vibes with Gem Tauri are always fun too.
Yes. Oh no, it's gonna be so good, and especially too because like I was just there. You guys were there too in October, which I still felt like the full EDC experience. I know people were saying like, oh, it's an off year because it's not the normal time, but I guess now like it's back in full swing. Like we're past a lot of things now, so I think it'll feel like a nice reunion, which will be good. So that will kind of set the tone for the weekend.
Yeah. We actually are going to release that set from last year today.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I was going to post it after this interview with you so people can kind of listen to it and get pumped up for the set that we have coming. But you asked about the prep for it and everything.
Yeah.
It's hard to prep for such a big show because you want it to be like so perfect that I think I might be overthinking everything. And I'm just like, they gave us a kind of a small time slot. So it's like, how are we going to make the statement that we want to make in 40 minutes? You know?
Right.
Because it's a short time slot. But we're going to, it'll be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we have a new song coming out the week after EDC. So we're going to slip that in there and give a little sneak peek.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. It's this set we've been working on and like fine-tuning it for a couple months now. Yeah,
that's exciting.
And
so cool.
Yeah, my favorite part is the intro so far. it's a really fun intro. So
I can't wait. Your visuals, everything was so beautiful at this, like at the Project Glow set, like everything came together so well. And like I said, it was like so much more upbeat than I thought it was going to be. So, and I'm a house head, so I absolutely loved it. No, so I'm so pumped. We will all be there. Rave Culture Cast audience better be there first set of the weekend. I'm counting on you guys. So awesome. Well, I'm really pumped for EDC. I think you guys are gonna be amazing. Anything else in store that weekend? Do you get to go enjoy, or are you only there on Friday?
Actually, Friday is gonna be super fun because we open and then Jeff's like playing closer to close and
long day.
long day. And then Courtney and I are gonna go Saturday. Probably go out with Jason Ross and just go hang and walk around and get to see some people. So we'll be bopping around on Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We don't really get to go explore without working very much. It's usually like and I've always loved festivals. Like they've always been the most important thing to me in my life. You know, it was always just get through the work week so I could go to a rave on the weekends. It's all I ever wanted to do. And then getting into this industry has been kind of bittersweet because making your favorite thing work is a bit hard sometimes because you have to transition from being able to enjoy every aspect of running around with all of your friends to like now it's work. So we
not
have
that it's not fun,
but yeah, it's different. Yeah.
But you know, and Jeff and Emma have been doing this a really long time. So being at a festival for the entire duration of the festival is a lot of energy. And we usually have a new festival to go to the next day and we got to keep it moving quickly. So I rarely get to just enjoy other artists' sets the way that I used to. And I'm really excited for that for EDC because we get to just go attend it on Saturday. And there's a lot of people I want to see that I'm really excited to just go have fun. Like,
and enjoy.
Oh, be a little raver like I want to be.
Yeah. That's so cool. I feel like pop off about this topic. I'm so glad you said that because it's so different. I haven't been doing this that long, but it's so funny. Somebody said to me, they were like, you'll see the transition from listening and then to talking. They were like, you'll spend almost the whole time talking to people instead of like actually listening, which is a great thing because you're networking and you're getting your name out there. But we all love music at the end of the day. So you're also like, well, I want to go off and enjoy the sets and be inspired. So yeah, I mean, how do you guys feel now, like with your schedule and everything like that going on? Like, how do you find a balance between everything that you're doing?
I'm still working on the balance, but I feel like, you know, we just came back from Forbidden Kingdom and because we were on the East Coast, we spent the week in Florida with Jeff's parents before he played Forbidden Kingdom in Orlando. We just got back and then we have like a 2-week turnaround before EDC, which is nice because I was like, okay, I'm going to take some days that are just mine and like I need to get like I want to like do X, Y, and Z. Like I spent like 3 days in the garden, like getting ready for summer. And then I was like, okay, Friday can like kick off a week long, like, so a week long like prep. So I think that it's important to like prioritize like your non-work
stuff.
Beforehand before you jump right back into some prep. And even if that's like a couple hours, luckily I had like 3 days. But it just makes me feel so much more excited to like if I do something like for myself that like only Emma likes to do, and then I can like feel really excited to jump back into like set creating and working on music and writing and stuff like that. So
for sure.
It's definitely a creative flow you have to get into also, which I've always been in sales, so I've been very like push all the time, get things done constantly. Like I come back to from a festival, my real estate partner's taking my business for the weekend, and then I'm straight back into real estate for the week, and I'm helping people. And then when I feel creative, I'm like, all right, you take the business, I'm going to work on music. And it's just a constant thing for me. So it's been a bit overwhelming at times, and I'm learning how to manage my hobbies as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to play guitar and I really enjoy it a lot. And
That's awesome.
trying to dabble in learning how to play piano and I really like that. And I like going on hikes and walks with my dog and I feel like getting out in nature more is super super important for resetting,
Mm-hmm.
especially after a festival. Just like going out alone into the woods is like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
And I think I'm learning the balance still, managing two careers plus two relationships
Mm-hmm.
plus, having any time for myself is hard sometimes. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think the most important thing to remember is like inspiration comes in waves
Mm-hmm.
and not to push it. When you're
Yeah.
feeling inspired, put down what you're doing and go work on the thing that is inspiring you. And if you're not inspired, then don't push it. Go do something else and
Right.
kind of work with that flow. And I think I'm starting to finally learn that and not pressure myself. Like I'll sit with Ableton in front of my computer and I'm like, I need to make a song.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work until I'm listening to music and then I feel inspired. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to go do. And then I sit down and work on it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It comes in waves and you got to let it flow. And I think that's the most important thing I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Juggling all the things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like we're literally feels like professional multitaskers. I
Yeah.
swear, I feel like everybody has so many projects going on at the same time. And I forget, I'm very into like tarot cards and I do a lot of readings and things like that. And they always say, like, when you're always go, 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 you leave like no room for you to get like downloads or new ideas because you don't create space in your head to even have like new thoughts.
Totally.
So it's so important. Like I can imagine having 3 days of gardening that puts you in a Zen place. Yeah. Oh, that's like a whole. I picture like stage Emma. Now I'm picturing gardening Emma. This is a whole new Emma unlocked.
She's pretty cute too. Just like 3 days ago, she's looking out the kitchen window like my summer project's gonna be creating a rock garden. 3 days later, rock garden is done. She did it all. I'm like, girl.
Yeah. Oh, you got to make time for it though. But I mean, actually, it's funny that you said the thing about hiking because I feel like every time I see you guys on social media when you have your breaks, you're off doing like something outdoorsy or something. Is that kind of like a good like hobby of yours? Is that something you like to fit in, especially when you're on tours too?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, more so now that the weather's getting better out here in Seattle, but it's
rare
in the winter,
Yeah.
we're usually binge watching something we've already seen. So.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter.
Nice. You ski or do you snowboard? Because I know you guys do post about that a lot too.
I do.
I convinced these two to switch from snowboarding to skiing.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I don't think you snowboarded this year that much.
No, it's funny because snowboarding's always been like the most important thing in my life to me at times. I've been doing it for like 15 years because I've always lived in Seattle and an hour from one of the best mountains. So I've been doing it since I was a little kid. But Emma was skiing and then Jess started skiing and I was like, well, I don't want to be left out. So I started skiing and now I love it. And it's just more of an even body workout to me. So it's really fun to be able to do both. And if I get sore on one, I can switch to the other. And I don't think I touched my snowboard twice this year. It was mostly skiing. So that's a big part of our lives for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's so cool. And you said too, I mean, I'm curious for both of you, you said you were always looking forward to like a rave or festival on the weekend. So were you always like imagining a career like in this industry or in music, or did you have other plans for yourself?
I had completely different plans.
Yeah.
I mean, I played instruments when I was younger, but I never thought that, I mean, I always knew that Jeff would have a career in some form of music, but I never thought that I would. I always thought I would end up in medicine.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I did for a long time, yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of schooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever there's anything wrong with the animals, though, Emma goes into vet mode.
Aww.
She remembers it all, and it helps.
Yeah. Were you going to school to be a vet? Or no?
No, they don't make any money.
Right.
No, I was a technician, and yeah, technicians can sometimes make the same amount as techs without the overwhelming debt of school. And I really didn't want to go into that much debt for school. So becoming a tech was the easier route for me, the more cost-effective route. And I did that for 7.5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you supported Jeff's passion for a long time until he finally started taking off, and you kind of, and she started tour managing for Jeff, pretty much.
Yep. Yeah. It was a lot all at once.
Yeah.
And I was at home working at the clinic and he was on the road, and it just became like really hard because we were never together, and we were like always together when we were younger. So that was kind of like we got to readjust this. And
Sure.
I just went out a couple of times, and then he was like, well, this is so much more enjoyable when I have someone with me. And we weren't in the position to be like hiring a tour manager,
Sure.
12.
Yeah.
So I just jumped in and was like, I'm not just gonna go on the road with you and just like go on the road. I gotta like do something, So
Sure.
I think that's really how Gem and Tauri came to be, because I met, I don't know, a lot of people know how we met, but I can kind of tell you the story again. Emma and I met at a Burning Man fundraiser in 2018, and we just became really good friends, and we're hanging out all the time. And then our friendship kind of blossomed into a romantic relationship. And then I went and met them on the road, and Emma was opening for one of Jeff's tours with Emma and the Jaybirds. So it was her and Jason
I've
Ross.
seen Emma and the Jaybirds in Brooklyn. It was a fucking great time. Yeah.
It was super cute. And I saw her up there, and I had been like just DJing house parties and stuff. Like I never thought that I would do anything with music really, but I've always loved to DJ because I've always loved music, and it's fun sharing it with people and dancing and stuff. But when we started hanging out more and our relationship started blossoming, Jeff was playing all these shows and I was on the road with them, but I couldn't really justify taking all the time off work to join along for these shows. So there was a lot of times I was just hanging back and they would go on tour, and I felt like I was kind of missing out. But I said, the only way that I can really feel good about this is if we are playing music also. Like if there's shows that we can open up and we can kind of build a brand for ourselves, then I would feel better about not just being a groupie, I guess.
Sure. Being on the road more.
Bring a purpose to So
to your time,
to my time, and it was something that I always kind of wanted to do, was starting a DJ project. I just never, I don't know, I guess I just didn't pursue it because I didn't really know if I could do it. And I think Emma was like, I guess we were the inspiration for each other that we needed to actually start the project that we did. And our first show was in Denver at Mission Ballroom in 2019. Jeff had a show that they needed an opener for, and Emma and I went up there as a different name.
We won't get into the name.
And we played our first time together, and it was so scary because the stage was huge, and I had never been on a stage like that. Oh
gosh, I can't even imagine.
I was so scared, and we had no set planned. Like we did not know what we were doing. We just played songs as we felt like it. But it actually it was really fun, and I felt like it was received really well. And that show kind of blossomed into, okay, this went really well, and our chemistry is really good together. We should come up with a name and like do this.
Do it, yeah.
And so Emma came up with the name Gem and Tauri because we're both into astrology and tarot cards and witchy stuff too.
Came to the right place, yeah.
So as soon as she said Gem and Tauri, I was like, that's it. Like, I love that.
It's funny because Jeff was sitting there when I was going, because I've been thinking all day about these names, and I had like this long list of names, and I think Gem and Tauri was like number 3 on the list. But as I was going down the list, I skipped Gem and Tauri and waited till I was done. I was like, and the last one, and Jeff was like, well, that's the one because you waited to say that one. And I was like, okay,
yeah, you knew subconsciously, yeah. Wow.
And it's been fun. And, as a lot of people know, right as we started our career, the world shut down.
And
so everything became online live streaming. And then Jeff's management kind of pushed us all into doing a weekly live stream, which was the best thing that ever happened to any of us, because I before that was so nervous to be on the camera. Like, I didn't want to hear myself talk. I didn't want anyone to see me like that. So I was really nervous in the beginning to be on camera, but I felt like and Emma was so cute because they've been doing interviews and things for so long, and it's so new, you know. Like, what do I do with my hands? You know?
Right. You're like making breakfast. It was so nice.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I think that gave us a lot of the confidence of like putting sets together for the Visions streams. We had to put so many sets together for that. So that really made us good at putting sets together and music selection. And I think with all that time, we kind of honed in on what our sound was going to be. Like, what did we really want to give the world? Like, there's so many directions we could have gone in, because we like bass house, we like tech house, we like Anjuna stuff, I like trance, drum and bass. Like, where do we go? You know, and when you're starting a project, it's like, what sound? I like all this kind of music. What sound do we really want to make for ourselves? And I think that's why Gem Tauri doesn't really fit in a box as much. We're like sometimes too melodic for bass house, but too bassy for Anjuna.
Right.
We kind of have our own realm, I guess, which is a little bit hard sometimes, but
I mean, I would say that Ophelia is like that in general.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
very true.
Fluid between different genres across all the artists, I think. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, which is nice. I feel like you're seeing, I was just having this conversation at Project Low too, because we were talking about another artist and we were saying like how, I mean, I'm personally getting really into like deep house and more melodic techno, but then we were having this like debate about there's like melodic trance now, which kind of sounds like parts of melodic house. And I was like, it's all the same. They all blur together. I don't know the differences anymore, but it's so true. I mean, it all sounds good. And if it feels good to you guys, I feel like you shouldn't have to like limit yourself to picking a genre and like sticking to it. Plus, I'm sure your live sets, you can be a little bit different too than what you're producing as well.
For sure. I mean,
and if we're playing on these, we've played on a couple of main stages now, and I don't want to put them to sleep. They're at main stage for a reason. You know? So, like, I'm not making breakfast in my kitchen anymore. So
facts. Yeah.
And I think if you see us playing like a brunch set, it probably will be a little bit more melodic than like, you know, a main stage set is probably going to be a little bit heavier, because what are we going to want to dance to on main stage? We're probably going to want to be getting after it to some like heavier house.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's kind of the direction it's taken us in after the live streaming. I think our streams were a little bit more mellow because people were just sitting in their house. But now that we have moved to bigger stages, I think our sound has evolved a bit to be like, what do we want to stand up there and dance to? Is really what it becomes.
Yeah. That being said, though, like, we are still doing brunch shows, which I love. We're playing in San Francisco next month, and that's going to be a brunch show.
Awesome.
That's going to be fun too. It'll be a little bit heavier of a brunch show, but I'm really excited to go back to Midway. That was our first show, first show back after quarantine last year.
Our first headlining show ever.
Yeah.
And wow. Okay.
It was really cool. Everybody was in their robes and they had champagne, and I was like,
wait, I was gonna say, we're talking brunch here. So is this at like 11 a.m. or at like 12 or something?
I think it starts at 1 or something like that.
You're telling me I get mimosas and I get to go to bed on time.
And they have a full breakfast brunch menu too.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bring it to you outside. It's amazing.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for EDC though. I just like can't even wrap my head around how crazy it is that it's all just happening fast sometimes, you know?
It's happening so fast. I mean, and the other thing I'm thinking too with the live streams, I mean, like just a side note on that, like it was just so nice to have those at the time, and people like jumped on them pretty quickly, which was really great, especially in this community. But I just felt like it was so intimate and not just with your guys' stream, but it was like, you never see the side of people. You're never in their home making breakfast. Like it just felt like such a community. And I'm sure you guys had so many like hardcore fans like in the chat with you every single week who you probably recognize their usernames after a while too. But it's like, it's just so amazing to have that community. And then to go to EDC, it's cool because you're probably gonna have so many new people who maybe don't know you yet, but are going to get introduced to you for the first time. So it is a completely different audience, but you're also going to have so many people that became fans of you guys during that time. So it was like, you know, a blessing in disguise, I think.
Oh, I think it was a total blessing. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a little scary at first, but I feel like also I needed a break. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was experiencing massive burnout. I was to a point where like I would leave for a week or so and I was like crying when I was leaving. So I was like,
Yeah.
just stay home. And then like I had my break and now I'm like pumped up and ready
You're
to
good.
go back at it. Yeah.
Because you were touring for like 9 years or something before that break. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
That's
I've
so
never
much.
done that. This is all new to me, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys were so burnt out because now I'm on year 1 and I'm just like, can I just have a week at home? You know?
Right.
It's a lot sometimes, but it's super fun.
Mm-hmm. And now you guys, I mean, for the most part, are you normally all with each other? Because I'm sure that, like you said, it's harder when you're apart. Like my husband isn't into festivals or raving, and I go to a lot of shows and stuff. And like, I always miss him so much when I go to events, but then it's like so nice when you come home. Cause like the heart, you know, what is it? Grows fonder when you're apart, something like that. Yes. Absence make the heart grow fonder. That was what I was looking for. But no, I mean, is it nice? Because at least I guess my question is actually like, how does that work with you guys? Because you are working together, you're on the same label, but then you also have your personal relationship too. So how do you find a balance so it's not always like chatting about work?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's become
we're figuring it out.
We had to talk in therapy, and she's like,
yeah,
girl, I don't want our relationship to be all business. Like,
Mhm.
we need to have like Emma Courtney time too, on a personal relationship level. And so let's come up with a time of the week that we talk about Gem and Tauri. Or if you want to talk about Gem and Tauri, say, I have something I want to talk to you about with the business. Can we talk later? And so it's not just because I'm always having ideas. My ADD is real bad, by the way.
Also, she'll work for like 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like, I just like don't work that way.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
so I'm at like 1 in the morning. I'm texting my manager like, I have a merch idea, you know. And
literally me.
like,
yeah.
Go to sleep. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been good, but we always, the 3 of us, all travel together everywhere. So
for now,
we're together a lot, but there's actually a few shows that are conflicting for Gem and Tauri and Seven Lions this year where we're gonna have to separate a little bit more. And honestly, I'm kind of excited for some girl time. I love hanging out with Jeff, but yeah, we manage it pretty well in the small quarters of the hotel rooms and things like that. For the most part. You know, our therapist is amazing also, but
love that. Could not plug. Oh my God. Therapy is the best. I couldn't support that anymore.
There is,
if you could invest in 2 things for yourself, would be a great therapist and a really good pair of noise canceling headphones. And I think that you're set after that. Like you can handle anything.
Yep. Oh, 100%. I'm so glad you just said I can. That, and I thought you were going to say earplugs too, but here for earplugs as well.
That too, yeah.
Oh no, I mean, I wanted to ask a little bit about self-care as well. Like what do you guys do to like unwind and relax? I know you mentioned gardening as well, but anything else to kind of balance because it is such a demanding job for you.
It is.
Yeah. I love just taking naps. Like I'll just like come home and I'll be like, I'm not doing anything today except like napping, waking up, making food, drinking water, going back to sleep. Like I really enjoy my naps. So I love that. And a good bubble bath is never gonna hurt.
You're super artsy too. Like you get your sewing machine out and you do arts and crafts a lot. And you like to paint, which is cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
I do a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah. It's hard when people ask me that because I'm like, taking a break is like not on my schedule.
Right.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But I honestly like it. I really I'm very driven, and I just love to learn new things. So if I'm not doing like a money-making activity, I like to watch Ableton videos and
Yeah.
learn how to play guitar and stuff. But I think I'm learning to just take a break and like go outside, and I think that's definitely one of my favorite things because it's the only way I can truly reset and turn my brain off, because I don't really like TV. I don't like
Yeah.
staring at a screen for a long time. I feel like I'm just wasting time. So
Yeah.
like TV shows, some of them are funny. We just finished our Flag Means Death, and I love that show. It's hilarious.
Ooh, what's that on?
It's on Hulu, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Hulu. It's
Hulu or HBO. I
it's
don't know,
kind
one
of
of the
like What
two.
We Do in
Yeah.
the Shadows. If you haven't seen that, that's
I've
also
heard of that.
hilarious. It's like a
Okay.
vampire office.
Okay. Love it.
The director producer is Taika Waititi, and he did Thor Ragnarok and like the Marvel realm, and his humor is very. He also did Guardians of the Galaxy, and his humor is just very that
Okay.
kind of humor, and I really appreciate it, and it just is like brain fluff, I call
Okay.
it.
It's pretty much the only TV I can sit down and watch. They actually get frustrated with me sometimes because they want to watch a movie, and I'm just like, I have ADD really bad, and it's hard for me to deal with sometimes, but ideas pop in my head, and I'm like writing them down. Like every 5 minutes I have my phone out, like,
oh my God,
my calendar or whatever. But
gotta get it down. Wait, what are your big three, by the way? I need to like pause because I know you're a Taurus, Emma, which makes a lot of sense. But what do you know? Yeah, what is your rising and your moon?
My rising is Sagittarius, and my moon is
Ooh.
Taurus also.
Oh, okay. I'm also a
Double
Taurus
Earth.
moon.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. Okay. What were you?
I'm a Gemini sun, Scorpio moon, Libra rising.
Ooh, okay. I have to look this up. That makes sense. A Gemini. That okay. I'm a I'm a Pisces sun, Cancer rising, Taurus moon. So I cry all the time.
Yeah, Pisces and Cancer.
Sensitive ass bitch. Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the thing is like I have no Earth in my signs,
Yeah.
which it makes a lot of sense honestly for my personality, because I'm very like reaching for just opportunities and things out there all the time, and Emma keeps me grounded. You know, she's
It's a
just
good
like,
balance.
we're doing this now, just calm down, go take a nap or something, you know.
It's a good balance. I mean, musically too, though. Like I know, Courtney, you're getting into production now, but like even just when you guys sit down to like approach a track or a set, like how do you guys balance each other out that way too?
Well, that took some learning.
Yeah,
definitely. But we have a lot of shared Google Drive folders, and so we'll search for music separately and then just like drop them in the box, and then we'll be able to like together like pull them out and arrange them, and we'll sit together and like she'll do half and then I'll do half and put them in arrangement, and then because she's a little bit of a control freak.
Right.
You are too.
we gotta really like separate to work on transitions.
Okay.
Two control freaks together owning a business.
Yeah.
And we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the outside, you guys look like you're thriving. So
Well, I think we are. I think once we figured out what we were able to do separately and then come together, I think that's when like the whole process really changed for the better, because there was a lot of butting heads in the beginning of us hovering over the same computer, like, no, put this one there, no, put that one there, no, transition at this point, blah, 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 blah. And I think that dumping everything in, arranging it together where our ears aren't getting super tired, and then separately going off and doing transitions. And that way, if like I'm working on transition and it's doing my head in, I can just skip it and work on something else, and that way I don't get so fatigued. And I know that Courtney will probably have an idea for that transition or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we've evolved to work together pretty well too, and just like delegating things, like when it comes to creating our music, Emma is a way better songwriter than I am. So she works with the vocalist and she'll do a lot of the lyrics, and then I'll work with producers and work more with the instrumental aspect of the song. And then Emma will do more of the songwriting aspect. So
cool.
It's cool that we both have these things that we're good at. And so, because we would never step on each other's toes, I guess, in that way. Like, we'll have input for each other, but ultimately, like, that part is up to her. And she's more creative when it comes to, like, the merch and the visuals and, like, you know, the look of Gem Tauri, because she's the creative of that. And I'm, you know, so it's cool that we've kind of found our place that makes us comfortable and that we enjoy within the brand. It's like, we're gonna do a photo shoot coming up, and she's like, how do you want to style the shoot? And I'm like, that's Emma. Like, don't ask me about fashion, because I just want her to dress me and I will show up, you know.
There's some convincing when it comes to the styling though. I have to, like, just trust me. She's like, I'm like, what?
No, it's good. It's great. I've been looking at you guys too, because was talking about this on my YouTube channel. Like, I'm working a lot more events now, and so I don't, you know, feel as comfortable in like the little rave outfits that I would normally wear. And I literally was pulling up photos of you guys. I was like, what did Gem Tauri wear to their shows? And like, I need to find something that's like cool and edgy, but like I feel comfortable interviewing people in. So I mean, definitely inspiring people on that side too. So
thanks.
That's
keep
awesome.
it up, you guys.
A good friend of mine is actually custom making our EDC outfits.
Oh, that's so cool.
And she's amazing. And so definitely wanted to go like neon, a little more neon EDC vibe, but like, you know,
still you.
I'm never gonna be the girl that wears like tiny little, you know, anymore. But but yeah, it's gonna be super fun. I can't wait to unveil these outfits. Courtney hasn't even seen them yet.
Oh wow. Oh my god, no, I'm so excited. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of big things. I mean, even like looking forward to like the rest of this year and the future for you guys, like just growing as artists. I mean, I want to talk about the Ophelia fam too, because it's pretty cool to see you collaborating with other artists who are on the Ophelia label and stuff. But what's that community been like for you? Because I know you did a huge tour in the fall, the Pantheon tour, but what's it like being a part of the Ophelia fam?
They're such great guys.
They're my favorite people. Like, every single one of the people on the label that I've met is an amazing person. Like, Sam's like one of my best friends now. And it's so fun hanging out with him on tour. And, you know, it can be really lonely touring sometimes when you don't have any friends on the road and you're in all these random cities, and it's just like to the show and back to the hotel room, and you kind of want to hang out with people too, but you don't know anybody in the area. And so the Pantheon tour was super fun to feel like we had our crew with us the whole time. Our friends with us.
They're also very welcoming, and they're very, like, if we have questions on production or like a song, or if we need like somebody else's ear, they're always really open to helping us and understand that we're learning, and like, nobody's ever tried to mansplain anything to us.
Right.
I'm really thankful.
Good. Yeah, it's good. You're
good. They always just give us food for thought, and I really appreciate them. Actually, Jason Ross was just in Seattle last night, and we went out and saw him at Q, and he played an epic set.
That's
Demibo
awesome.
opened for him too, so it was like we were all there, and Demibo played a techno set. Oh my god. Phenomenal. Yeah.
More and more artists are dabbling in techno sets. I'm very, very here for it. I think, who was it? Somebody is going to be playing one of the art cars at EDC next week. I think it was Born Dirty, something like that. And it said like techno set. And Lil Texas has a techno alias. I found that out this week. Apparently, I think it's called Diamond Dallas Tex. It's on one of the art cars. It's Lil Texas playing a techno set.
Love it. I might have to go see that.
Right? That's what I said.
What is this about?
Yeah. So that'll be side note. Yep. But that's good to hear. I mean, it seems like you guys do have like a really, really tight knit group. And I mean, it just, you can tell that even through social media, which I know not everything on social media is real, but I think you can just see like you guys have such genuine friendships with the people on the label too.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're such cool guys, because I don't think it would be as fun if they were lame.
Yeah. You gotta be on a whole tour with them the whole time.
That's the thing, is like they're just so unapologetically themselves. Like
Yeah.
they're not like stuck up like we're cooler than everybody. They're very weird, and it makes them so fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my friend Shannon was on Groove Cruise and she was like French braiding Sam's hair, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah. She said they were all amazing, but no, it's good to hear. And I think you guys have a lot like ahead of you. Like we're just chatting EDC, but I know you're also doing like a pop-up shop too for right before the Red Rock show, I think, right?
Yep.
So you have prep for that.
Before.
I think that's a Gem Tauri headline pre-party situation.
Yeah,
which is cool.
That's gonna be really fun. We actually just got, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Yeah.
Jeff's art director, Daniel, he came up with a whole cocktail list that's like all 7 Lines song related and just like reimagine the drinks.
Oh, that's sick.
It's gonna be really cool. So little touches like that are like super, super fun, and I love that.
Oh, I wish I could go. It's the same weekend as Electric Forest. Otherwise I would be, I know I've like had this ticket for going on 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yep. Finally happening this year. But no, I mean, any other dream venues for you guys or dream cities that you want to play?
Shambhala. I really
That's a great one
because I've never been, and all of my friends have gone for so many years, but there's always been some work thing I couldn't take off or whatever, and it's never worked out. But I just love the weirdness and like, you know, at those festivals where everybody's pranking each other and like, I just love that shit.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. And the camping festivals where people are basically just staying at the festival for a week. Like it's a fend for yourself, like a Burning Man type thing, you know, where
I was just going to ask you guys that, because how many times have you guys done Burning Man?
I've never been.
Oh, you never done it?
I've never done it.
Yeah, we were gonna go in 2020.
Yeah,
we were all gonna do a lot of things back then.
Right.
A lot of things.
But yeah, and we're super busy this
right.
year. And the weekend before and the weekend of Burning Man is both booked, and I just don't think we can make it happen this year.
Yeah.
Next year's our goal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Always the goal, you know. I mean, I've been 6 or 7 times now over the last 13 years or something.
You're a pro. I always thought like I could never do it because I'm just like, I would need to fend for myself. I could not make it. But I feel like if you go with a vet or with like a big group of people, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that having the right people with you is you don't want any whingers, you know what I mean? You don't want people complaining a lot, because it does,
right.
At some point in the week, you're going to have a mental breakdown. Like
sure.
that is a guarantee. So
okay, great.
Know that.
Noted.
And if you can go with somebody who's been before, I think that would take, I didn't, but if you can, I would recommend it.
Highly recommend it.
It takes a lot of the anxiety off the situation.
Yep.
My biggest thing that I've learned over the years is meal prep every day. Every day you're going to be out there, meal prep, bring 2 gallons of water for yourself every day for drinking. And the rest is pretty much just like have fun, make sure you have really good shelter. You know, I've also done it in a tent. Like,
wow. Yeah.
I've been in a lot of different conditions.
Right.
It's a big one,
be real hot.
but it's also very much worth it, and it will definitely change you. It changed me completely. I came back and like bought myself a sewing machine and started making clothes. Like I was like,
wow,
oh, like I need to do and look way better than I was.
Right.
Yeah, it like kickstarted my like love for fashion and creating my own clothes. So
that's awesome to hear.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's
I think my dream festival, now that I went for the first time this year, is I really want to play Coachella now.
Yeah.
Because I had so much fun.
Which weekend did you go?
Weekend 2.
Okay. What do you think? What were like the big key takeaways from the weekend?
Go with like a group of people that like you trust and that has really clear communication. It's really spread out, so like definitely comfortable shoes. I wore brand new boots on the first day.
Yep.
I was brand new. I was like, what am I doing?
Right.
Comfort over fashion with the shoes.
My best friend had to carry me out on his back the whole day.
Oh no.
It was bad.
Yep.
But it was so much fun, and I think I really, I don't know, I can't pick a stage that I liked the best, so I'm not even gonna try. But I just had so much fun. I don't know, from like going to see like Anna and like Art Bat, and then like switching over and going to see like Harry Styles and Doja Cat and like Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like, this is literally everything. This is like my entire Spotify in one spot. Yeah. Like, I'm stoked on this.
That's so true.
That is the cool thing about Coachella, is the diversity. Because everything we play is just EDM, you know, and Coachella would be... I went in 2000, what was it? Maybe 16 or something. I didn't go with Emma this year. It was like a birthday thing with her and her friends. But I love Coachella too. So look out for Gem and Tauri at the Do Lab, because
we're manifesting. Yeah.
I'm manifesting
it. And like kind of last thoughts just to wrap up here too. Like, I know it's kind of impossible to predict what will happen in a year anymore, but I'm going to ask anyway, like, where do you guys see that, you know, yourself in a year or 2 years from now?
I didn't see a year that I was going to play a main stage last year. So it's hard to... Honestly, can I just say before we wrap up that you were a big inspiration for me when I saw the video that you made last year about the artists to look out for next year. And the fact that you added us in there and you said, I'm really excited to see what Gem and Tauri do. That was a time that I didn't really think we were going to do much.
Yeah.
And I think that really gave me a lot of inspiration of like, my God, like people are kind of watching, and like you have faith in me, I should have faith in me too. And I think
cool.
I think that you were a very big catalyst for me, like believing that I could do something bigger than the live streams we were doing in our house. And I think it's really cool that you had faith in us at that time, and seeing how far we've come in a year it's hard to say where we're gonna go. You know, next year, but we have a lot of songs in the works, and some collabs with people that we're working on, and you know, we have a lot of fun ideas for like curating stages to bring artists up with us that maybe don't get the same recognition that they should have for their talent. Because we were obviously given an amazing opportunity with Ophelia and Jeff trusting us without much experience of being on stage to be able to open such big epic parties for him. And I mean, the artists on Ophelia are all legendary people, so it's been pretty cool that we've had the opportunity.
I definitely want to, in the next couple of years, as we build out like the artwork for Gem and Tauri, and as we build out the world a little bit more, I want to get more into like the stage curation vibe, and like have specific like Gem and Tauri stage that like you know, we can like feature artists that we've chosen that we like, that like you know,
because I love going to festivals and going to the smaller stages and like seeing people play on an art car or something that just threw down. I mean, I'm texting this guy that played at Project Glow, and he's so good, and he didn't get very much recognition there, and I'm like, dude, like I want you to open for us, like I want to,
That's
need
awesome.
more recognition, you know.
Oh, totally.
And so that I think is something that we have big goals for, to try to help the community and people, to give them opportunity the way that we were given as much as we can.
Yeah, that's one. You're gonna make me cry before too. I'm like, not my Pisces ass crying in this podcast. I think you forget. I'm sure you guys feel the same too. Like you forget because I film alone. Like I just sit in this office and film. You literally forget that people watch you sometimes. So and until you're like you have the moments at festivals, which is amazing because you finally get to meet people in real life who actually like watch your stuff or listen to you. So no, I mean I listened to your EP on repeat. Let me tell you, it was so good. So no, I'm so happy for you guys, and I totally agree with you. I love LPGOB, and she got to curate her Femme House art car this year, which is like all female and non-binary artists. I think it's on Sunday. So seeing that happen is fucking awesome. Yeah. So it's cool. And I think that's one of the best parts is like being able to give back, which I know you guys will do. So so many good things coming. I'm so excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. All right. Last up, I have the quick lightning round.
Oh, okay.
Style of questions. This is just like I already asked you number one, but this kind of like goes up separately as a clip just for people to get to know you on another level. But so we already did your big three. So we got that out of the way. But what is one topic outside of music that you could talk about forever?
That's a hard question because I love music.
Yeah.
I could talk about my cat for literally ever.
Yeah.
Just any animal in general, but specifically my cat.
Your cat. Yep. You can pick music if you want to pick music.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say music.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was trying to stump you on that one. Who is your favorite non-EDM artist?
Stevie Nicks.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah,
probably.
Stevie Nicks for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, go-to drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Espresso martini.
Mm-hmm.
My claw still? I'm
Yeah.
still on my claw. I'm sorry. It just is easy. I love it. It's easy.
Girl, I gotta get you some beatbox.
Right,
Have you heard of those?
Actually, I really want to try one. So
Oh my God. Well, I do their social media now part-time, so I will 100% be sending you. We're a sponsor of EDC too. So there's going to be so much beatbox at EDC.
Oh,
very, very dangerous,
Okay.
but they're good. Okay. Dream vacation spot.
Oh, there's so many that I want to go to. I didn't travel much before music, but what would you say? I want to go to Europe. I've never been.
I've been to it. Oh, Egypt. I want to go to the Giza Plateau.
Nice. Beautiful. And you said Europe?
Yeah. I mean,
just anywhere.
Vacation though, honestly,
Yeah.
I've been to Hawaii a lot and I love Hawaii. It's the hikes and the waterfalls there are absolutely amazing. The energy of the grounds there is just like another level. Like you step off the plane and it just feels like, whoa.
Beautiful. Okay. Final answer. Hawaii. What's your favorite takeout?
Thai food.
Thai. Definitely Thai. Yeah.
I need it. I asked that because I'm ordering something after this and didn't know what food to order. So now I'm ordering Thai food. Nice. Okay, perfect. TV show you could binge watch over and over again.
New Girl. Our flag means
The Office. The Office.
My answer too. All right. One song you're addicted to right now.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a
TikTok.
I woke up this morning and I had to have Alexa play it, and Jeff came out and he literally put his earbuds in and walked away.
Yeah.
Not again.
TikTok. Yep.
She plays the flute in that track. Are you kidding me?
You love Lizzo.
I love her.
This song's been my favorite song for a long time, actually, but What Is Real by Rodriguez Jr. is so good. Like, I could put that song on all day, every day, and be happy.
Okay, I'm going to check that one out.
Yeah.
If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's hard.
Peanut butter toast.
Sounds like a bloated
You had that one on lock. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess same. I eat peanut butter toast every morning. So
yeah, we both
I
do.
feel happy. Honestly, as soon as I take the last bite, I'm kind of sad it's gone. And I just want to keep eating it.
Just peanut butter toast? You put banana on it or just straight up?
Toast.
Yeah.
So good.
You have to do it right out of the toaster, though, because then it melts.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You can't have...
Very unexpected answer. I'm not going to lie. Okay, last two, your dream collaboration.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Camel Fat because
interesting. Okay,
they're amazing. They gave us a lot of inspiration for our first EP.
Yeah, they did.
I think them and Gorgon City were like most of our inspiration.
Love them.
Just elements of the songs, but yeah, I really like Camel Fat stuff.
Yeah. Those are all such good answers. I thought you were gonna say Lizzo. No, that'd be great.
Well, I could.
I'm just kidding.
Lizzo.
Yeah.
Oh, those would all be so good. Okay.
Cat in there too.
Yeah, she's nuts in the best way possible. I love her on TikTok. Okay, last question. What's one thing you both admire about each other?
Her drive and her relentless need to keep going. Always. Yeah.
That's cute. I would say definitely Emma's charisma. She's very cute, and her loving, fun energy is super contagious. And when I'm feeling too serious, it keeps me in check.
That's awesome. We had to end on a love fest note. You guys, it was so nice chatting with you today. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I hope you had fun. I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you. I'm feeling better now. I think you helped.
Good. Yeah, I swear I always feel like I'm always like buzzing after my interviews. It's just such a good exchange of energy. It puts me in the best mood. Yeah, so it's so nice officially meeting with you guys and chatting with you. Oh wait, plug where everybody can find you before I let you go.
Across all socials is all at Gem Tauri. And our SoundCloud, our Instagram, our TikTok, which we haven't worked on that very well, right. But we're working on it. Yeah, so everything's at Gem Tauri, and if you click the link in our Instagram bio, it'll come up with like our link tree that has like all of our SoundClouds and our links to our shows that are upcoming, and
sweet.
We have some really cool ones coming up, so go check it out.
Hell yes. Are you guys gonna have new merch soon? I want to get merch.
Yes. Very soon.
Okay, cool. I'm excited for that.
We're gonna do a little summer situation. So,
nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. I'm so excited. Everybody go check them out at EDC Las Vegas, opening Kinetic Field on Friday. Be there. Ladies, it was absolutely amazing chatting with you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. So amazing talking to you, Emma. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, hang tight. Everybody else, I'll be back in just a second with some EDM news. Alrighty, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Gem Tauri. Like I said, that was like a fangirl moment for me. So that was so cool. They are the most sweet, genuine people ever, which I already knew they would be, but like very, very cool to talk to them, learn more about their story, and just like see the other side of what an artist's life is like. And I'm really glad that we talked a lot about like self-care and therapy, because it really is important, whether you're a touring musician or not, to have those times to like have a better work-life balance. I'm working on that as well. So it was really amazing chatting with them today. Again, you guys, links below. Go stream their music, show them some love and support. Tell them Rave Culture Cast sent you. Again, I will be at their set at Kinetic Field, 7 p.m. They're the opening set on Friday for the whole weekend, so that's going to be huge. So please show up, show them some love. Okay, let's dive into our Rave Culture Cast recap, because we got a bunch of news. I want to do the lineups first because we had a couple lineup drops here. So Austin City Limits is a 2-day festival in Austin, Texas in October. It's a multi-genre festival, so they just dropped a pretty big lineup. I would say the big notable people, I'm a huge Paramore fan. Like my pop punk days, that was my favorite band. So Paramore is on here, Flume, SZA, Pink, Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then dance music wise, like Purple Disco Machine's great. You've got Diplo, you've got Zoo. I would never miss a Zoo set. He's always awesome. I really don't know a lot of these other names. Like multi-genre festivals are not my thing, to be honest. I just really like straight up dance music the whole time. So yeah, if you guys like this, then I think you'll have a good time. Holy Shipwrecked also dropped their lineup. So yet again, I wonder if Holy Ship is literally ever going to come back, because the only cruise ship right now is Groove Cruise and then Friendship, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But Holy Shipwrecked is once again going to be an all-inclusive event. It's a resort party in the Riviera Maya, Mexico, which obviously is beautiful. I'm never going to complain about an all-inclusive. Like, really, really want to do that at some point for a festival. Great lineup, really good mix. You got a ton of house music on here. You've got some bass music as well. I mean, right off the bat, Dom Dalla, Dimension is pretty big. Honey Love, John Summit, Lane 8, Le Youth, big. You've got the Desert Hearts guys on here, Valentino Khan, Wax Motif, Walker and Royce, like really great lineup. So that is open. Day Trip LA also dropped their lineup. I just did a full review on this. It should be up at this point if you guys want to like have artist recommendations, because I dissect the lineup for you. But like, this is house music heaven. Literally says it on the flyer, house music all day long. This is Insomniac's house festival in SoCal. So definitely check that out. I do have tickets available through Insomniac. So if you guys want to purchase my affiliate tickets, link down below. And then what else do we have? Oh, I didn't even know this existed, but there's Beyond Wonderland Monterey, which I didn't know they had that location. So they dropped their lineup a couple days ago. So that is up, pretty cool. And that's in November 5th. So it's a single day event. Okay, and then in other news outside of lineup drops, I had to talk about this because this looks insane. So Tomorrowland just announced a whole new like experience, I would call it, that they're doing. It's called Terra Solis Dubai. It's a desert experience in Dubai. It's like lodging, like glamping essentially. Then there's like beautiful pools, almost like a mesa, different restaurants. I was looking at the restaurants. It almost sounded like communal eating, like you share plates. And then there's obviously like music as well. But it's running from September this year to June 2023. So it's only like temporary. But you can start booking your tents or areas you want to stay in. Like I said, it's like out there in its own area. So really, really cool. It was obviously a little expensive. But I mean, if you've always wanted to go to Dubai, like this looks absolutely gorgeous. So that's called Terra Solis Dubai from Tomorrowland. And then I wanted to talk about this announcement from Excision because I thought this was really fucking cool. But he announced a bass music initiative that he's going to do, which was, I didn't know this about him, but he said he was in a car accident when he was 2 years old and I guess was left some money because of that accident, which helped him then like jumpstart his career and be able to afford certain things to start a career in music, because obviously equipment is very expensive, and if you are in a less fortunate situation where you're not able to afford certain things, like obviously that is a setback. So he is offering a grant. So he's going to provide 10 underrepresented and underprivileged artists with $10,000 each in funding to help bolster their music careers, along with an assortment of software and equipment from sponsors. This is why Excision's the GOAT. I mean, it's really incredible. He's always giving back. He's always doing something for his community, so that's really fucking cool. There's information in their bio, so at Excision on Instagram if you guys want to go check out the new music initiative, but I think that's amazing. So I wanted to shout that out. The sponsors are really, really cool as well. And then lastly, actually two things. Like I mentioned, Friendship announced that they are coming back. Cruise ships were hit very, very hard with COVID, as we all know. So we haven't had the cruise festivals in a while. Groove Cruise did happen this year, but Friendship is making its return. I think it's like February 27th through like March 3rd, I want to say, 2023. I'm pretty sure it's completely sold out because they posted that all of their cabins were gone. So that went fast. I was literally considering going to this because I've always wanted to go on a cruise ship. So I don't think that's going to happen anymore. But 4 nights in Miami, private island, no lineup yet. That shit went fast. Maybe they'll add a second sailing. That would be cool. And then last up, I know this was long, but Ultra Miami did announce that they came to an agreement with the city of Miami. And they officially passed that, or I don't know if they passed it. Yeah, they unanimously passed a resolution officially making Bayfront Park Ultra Miami's home through 2027. So the festival is going to be there for the next 5 years, which is crazy. again, I have my reviews about Ultra. There's a lot of issues with that location, but it is pretty iconic. And it's nice not to just like be moving all the time. So anyways, that's that. They're going to be at Bayfront for the next 5 years. So hopefully there will be no more issues with the city anymore. But that is everything, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out till the end of the episode with me here. Again, I hope you like the new setup. It feels very casual and cozy, and I'm loving it. Thank you so much for coming on, Gem and Tauri. It was so great chatting with you guys. Again, show them some love and support. I'll see you at their EDC set. The last thing I have to say, if you guys enjoy this podcast, it's a podcast for free. I do this because I love it. If you enjoy it, tell somebody about it. Make this your Instagram story today and tag at raveculturecast. Even better, write a review on Apple Podcasts or rate us on Spotify. Like anything you can do to just throw some love is very much appreciated. So thank you guys so much for doing that. All my links will be down below. Come join our Facebook group and Discord. We've got some amazing communities going on over there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. I will see you at EDC in literally 2 days. I can't believe it. So pumped. There's not going to be an episode next week. I have already cleared my calendar for next week and giving myself a break. So my EDC Las Vegas review will be up. I think it's like June 2nd is that following Wednesday. So I will see you guys then. Have an amazing, safe EDC. Bye, guys.